Welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into a really specific piece of AV hardware. It's the NTI SPLITMUX-3GSDI-9. Bit of a mouthful, but its mission is actually pretty simple: to stop your control room from becoming a complete mess of monitors.
And we should be clear from the get-go, we're talking about professional video feeds here,
Right.
specifically 3G, HDA, or SD-SDI signals. This isn't consumer HDMI. You're plugging serious uncompressed video into 9 heavy-duty BNC connectors.
Okay, let's unpack that. So at its core, this box takes up to 9 of those feeds and puts them all onto one single display.
In real-time 1080p, yeah. It's a massive consolidation.
But it's not just one display, is it?
No, and that's one of the things that makes it so flexible. It can push that same multi-view layout to 2 monitors at the same time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, one through an SDI output and another through HDMI. Great for, redundancy, or maybe for a director and a producer to see the same thing.
That makes sense. But let's get to the main event here, the feature that really stands out, the custom display mode.
Absolutely. This is the headline. I mean, you have your standard full screen or quad screen layouts, sure.
The defaults.
The defaults, exactly. But the custom mode lets you basically become a video engineer on the fly. You can resize and move any of those 9 windows wherever you want.
So you could have your main program feed really big in the center and then, 8 smaller preview windows around it?
Precisely. And it will maintain the original aspect ratio, so nothing gets stretched or squished. It's a huge time saver compared to physically stacking monitors.
Okay, so fluid video across 9 separate feeds. That sounds like a lot of processing power. Is there a catch? Are you losing anything to get that kind of performance?
I mean, the engineering challenge is huge, but no, there's no real catch.
Yeah.
The whole point is to get fluid 60 frames per second video on all 9 segments at once.
Without noticeable lag.
Without lag. That's essential in live broadcast or, a command center. A delay of even a few frames could be a failure. This box handles it without needing heavy compression.
So if I've got this unit in a rack somewhere, how do I actually control it? How do I set up my custom view?
Well, you have options. There are buttons on the front panel. There's an IR remote included.
The basics.
The basics, right.
Yeah.
But for any serious setup, you're going to use the graphical user interface.
And you access that how?
Through a standard Ethernet port, or even an old-school RS-232 serial port. It's built for integration.
Let's talk about some of those integration specs. It fits in a standard rack, right?
Yep. It includes a 1RU mounting kit. It's about 17 by 9.5 inches, designed to slide right in.
And cabling. If the display is on the other side of the room from the rack.
They recommend RG6 75 ohm coax cable. With that, you can push a full 1080p signal up to 197 feet away.
Okay, that avoids needing expensive fiber converters for most control rooms.
It does. And speaking of professional environments, there's another key spec. It's TAA compliant.
Explain that. Why does the Trade Agreements Act matter for a multiviewer?
It matters a lot if you're selling to the U.S. government or, other high-security operations. It's basically a guarantee about where the hardware comes from. It tells you this is built for mission-critical work.
Got it. And you also mentioned EDUD tables before. What does that mean for the person setting this up?
ED is basically an electronic handshake. It lets the video source and the monitor talk to each other to agree on the best resolution and timing.
So you don't get those frustrating no-signal errors.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Having built-in ED tables makes this setup pretty much plug and play. It just works, which you'd hope for with a price tag around $3,300.
So if you put it all together...
If you put it all together, you're looking at a dedicated, incredibly stable monitoring tool. It's not compressing your video. It lets you save and restore your custom layouts instantly. It's a command center in a box.
So in short, the SPLITMUX-3GSDI-9 is a bomb-proof TAA-compliant tool for any environment where seeing multiple high-quality SDI feeds in real time is, non-negotiable.
Right. And that leaves us with a pretty interesting final thought for you to chew on.
Go on.
Just consider the complexity of synchronizing 9 separate video feeds, maybe with their own audio, in a live broadcast. How critical is a device like this that can handle all those sources independently, to keeping everything perfectly frame-timed when every single millisecond counts?